So a while back, we did a clonable, and it was in relation to a question we got on the blog when we made a little clonable about a ticker tape. Someone asked a question on the forum. We copied the ticker tape out of our homepage, actually, just made a call, pasted in the link. On one of our other posts, someone randomly asked a question that they couldn't get the ticker tape working properly when they tried to do it. And then I got a few more questions. And so I have decided to do a step-by-step. It's going to be a lot of rambling because I haven't prepped or anything. I'm just going to build this from scratch. So yeah, let's get right into it. So picking up where we left off. A little bit of theory first of what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to build a ticker or scroller. We want it to be powered by a collection list, so CMS-powered, meaning it can't have a specific width, right? The number of items may vary, and therefore we can't say, oh, we want it to be 200% wide or whatever of the screen. It has to be able to just push off of the edge. So this is kind of the structure we're going to be building today. We've got our collection list items inside, wrapped in a collection list, in the collection list wrapper, in a scroll track, in our scroll wrapper that'll be sitting in a section. I'm going to be talking about each one of these and why they're important. But first off, let's just talk about why there's two collection list wrappers here. So we're going to just be duplicating one once we've built the first one out completely. And the theory behind that is that when we run the interaction, all we're going to be moving is the collection list wrapper, right? So we're going to start an interaction, and this can be whatever you want, right? So scroll into view. We're going to go with page load because we're imagining that it's in the hero section, because that's all we're building here is a empty page. So we're imagining it's in the hero section, and we want it to start immediately. So we'll do it on page load, and what we'll do is we'll tell it move the collection list. In our case, we want it to go left, so 100% left. But what happens when we've got a collection list on the screen, a single one, and we're moving it 100% left? 100% means we'll see the end coming past on the page. So we'll have two identical ones with two identical names next to each other, and when the end of the one comes past, the front of the other one will be there. And we'll give it a time, so we'll say, let's say, I don't know, 60 seconds, move it from where it is 100% to the left, and then jump back immediately to the starting position, 0%, and then move it again, and it just loops forever. Because this is a collection list, though, the important part is going to be the collection list item. So what we want is the width, really, height as well, but the width has to be set by the collection list items. So you can make a pretty uniform one, but let's say, for example, you're doing a ticker tape and it's like logos or something like that. What becomes important then is that width may vary, right? Unless you want the collection list items, the individual items in the ticker, to be the exact same width, you can set it. But if you don't want that, then width may vary. So this thing has to determine the width of this, the collection list, which has to determine the width of the collection list wrapper, which together with the one next to it has to determine the width of the scroll track, which is pushing off of the scroll wrapper inside it. So this is the important part. And I mean, I've got gaps here, but let's say, for example, you want spacing between each collection list item, so between like each logo. We're not going to add margin on the collection list items because at the end of the day, like we said, they're determining the width. Everything in here is going to be auto and pushing off of each other. And what happens when you have margin in between two? you get issues with margin collapse, right? So if you're building like sections, and the margin above, the margin of the section above is pushing against the margin of the section below, you get margin collapse, and the larger one, the two sort of takes over. This can cause all kinds of issues with what we're trying to do. So everything that sets the size, we're going to try and keep inside the collection list item. So we'll rather do padding than margin, safer that way. No, it's not going to cause any issues. Or give the collection list item a width, depending on what you're trying to do. If it's like, let's say, like we said, logos, then they'll push off the inside, give it a width, and you can have padding and all of that, but keep it inside the collection list. So your collection list item is just going to be an item. Then the level above that will have the collection list, which is going to be flex horizontal, in this case, left aligned, width auto. The collection list wrapper, exactly the same thing. Flex horizontal, left aligned, width auto. Scroll track, flex horizontal, left aligned, width auto. And the final layer that's very important, our scroll wrapper, also flex horizontal width auto. And here, this guy inside, let's bring maybe the Figma file I drew in. So this thing, as these grow, is going to push out of this. So our scroll wrapper will be somewhere in our page. Either, what the hell did I just do? Our scroll wrapper is going to be somewhere inside our page, being contained by something. It can be a page container, it can have a width, it can be the full width of the page, but it's going to have like a maximum width, right? With its overflow set. And the inside is going to push out of it in that direction with these collection lists. Ooh, screwing this up. With these collection lists in it, pushing out their items, everything's going to be pushing out of the size of the page. This thing is going to have overflow on, the only one with overflow, to cut them off. And we're going to move these guys through here. And this dude will be handling the overflow. Okay, so let's go ahead and build it. So I haven't done anything except bring this in here. And I'm gonna suspend the client first naming here, because it'd be easier to do it this way so that you understand what I'm doing. Okay, so let's just create a section. And I'll drop this at the top. And we'll call this hero. Whoa. Hero. And I'm on the wrong thing. Where's my div? Sorry. Hero. Why am I doing this wrong? Section. And we're gonna go ahead and say we want it full width. So, for the sake of argument, just so we're sure what's going on, viewport width. Then inside, we're gonna drop our scroll track. Then we're gonna make that flex. We're gonna say we wanted the full width of the page. We've already given the section width, so just 100%, whatever. Let's fill it all in. Auto. We want no overflow. Flex horizontal. Let's make it center to make everything nice over there. Then we're gonna go do the scroll track. Track. And whoa, we ramped one wrong. Sorry about that. Scroll wrapper. I got ahead of myself there. Inside him, we're doing the scroll track. Track. We're gonna don't shrink, don't grow, just be the size you are. Auto. In the scroll track. Oh, yeah, should probably create a collection list. Else this is not gonna work. Cool. Dummy list. Oh, should have edited that. Let's give it some text. We'll pretend that's a logo for our one collection. Dummy text. And we'll say 30 characters because we're just going to have Webflow generate some stuff. Then for the one with images, because we'll do 2 just to see. One with images, we'll do an dummy image. Save. And you might want order in there so you can set what's where. Not that's going to matter much in our case, but there we have it. So we're going to use some text to fake a logo, an image, and that. Save. And we want to add 20 items. And let's see, did we get text of varying length? Yes, we did. Okay, that'll work perfectly. Cool. Now we've got a list. So the first one, we're going to do sort of a logo-y one, and the second one, perfectly uniform images, each item the same size, right? Okay, where were we? Scroll track. So in the scroll track, we're dropping the collection list, which will link to our dummy list. Okay. Collection list wrapper. Flex. Yes. We'll throw it down the center just in case. We'll make it auto. Then inside that we have, oh, oopsie. We didn't give this guy flex. Yes. Already making errors here. Don't shrink, don't grow. Then collection list. Don't shrink, don't grow. Flex. And we've got auto and auto. Okay. And finally, our collection list item. Don't grow. I want it in the center of the logos, I think. Let's just say auto in this case, because we want it to be able to change with what's going to be in there. And we want the height to be what? Auto, because we're just going to use padding. Right. Okay, and we'll make it center. And actually, I'm gonna wrap this just to push it off the top. We'll say section padding large, so we can see what's going on in there. Okay, so now let's fake the logo thing using text. So you can insert images if they were like little logos, set a maximum height, of whatever you wanted the logo's maximum height to be. Let's say we're making them all the same height, and the width could be whatever width they are, auto, and they would push off against each other. But what we're going to do is just text. So we'll insert a text block. I'll just call it text block. Oh, on a roll today. Okay, make it the size it is. We're gonna say we never ever want this guy to break. So no wrapping. We're assigning the dummy text to it. And I don't know, let's make it look logo-y. Impact. Whatever. Center. Weight. Bold. And we'll make it 2rem. Okay. And then let's say we want like 40 padding between. Actually, well, yeah, we'll give it 20 on the top, 20 on the bottom. So there'll be 40 between two things. So 20 this side, 20 that side. There's our pretend logo. Everything should be cool. Let's wrap it. We've done the second one, duplicated it. Should be looking good. Let us actually, where's the scroll wrapper? We'll take that off. Show us the overflow. Go and have a look-see. We're scrolling sideways. Yeah, it's looking fine. I'm not seeing any issues. We are good, I think. Yeah. Okay, so turn that back on. And we'll do the interaction and see if this thing actually works, and then we can build the next one. And we're gonna cheat and just do combo class on that. Actually, we can just use this. This will work. Cool. Let's do an interaction, and I'll do it on the hero section. And I'll say, not element. On page load. Start an animation. I'll call it dummy logo ticker. And we'll say take this collection list, move it. 100% left. And we'll say, let's see how fast it's going. Say 60 seconds. It's nice and smooth, right? Not too bad, 60 seconds. This is your only variable that you really have to update. You can now add more things and remove more things at any time in the CMS, but if you make it half of the amount of items we have in here, it's going to look twice as fast, right? No, twice as slow. If you double it up, it'll be twice as fast, and you'll have to adjust the timing there. But at least it's easy to swap out stuff, and this is pretty straightforward. So we've done that. Move it to the left, and then we're gonna say move it back to 0%, duration 0, and then easing has to be linear here, or you're gonna notice it's slowing up and slowing down if it's like ease in, ease out, for example. So that's fine. It's doing that. Moving 100%, going to 0. Save. We'll loop that. Preview. There we go. Let's see. Looking good. Okay, so that's one down. Now, let's duplicate this section. And we'll kill this guy. What did I just do? We'll kill this collection list. Second one, because we're gonna update this guy now. We'll kill the text block. We'll go into this item, give it a combo collection list. We'll do the image in this one. We'll drop in an image. We'll bind the dummy image. Give it alt text based on the dummy text we have. Okay, and then we'll just call this image. Again, dropping the pretty client first naming for the classes here. And then we want the image. Yeah, so let's set this collection list to relative. Image is gonna be absolute, all sides, 100%. And we're just gonna, what am I doing? We're gonna cover it. And then we will create, what did I do here? Give it a horrible name. Image. And now it's got two eyes. Image. And so we'll do 200 pixels by 200. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I'm not very smart. I'm gonna have to do a div block, call it image, image wrapper. I talked about padding and I want to use it here, and I can't do padding when it's absolute. So now finally we can make this guy. Where is this guy's stuff? I'm hitting a blank. Relative. And the image wrapper should be pushing out. Actually, we'll just reshape that. We'll make it 100% of the width and 100% of the height. And this, let's make it 10 all around. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So that's our guy. That's done. We'll duplicate it. And we'll do another interaction. Since we can see this, may as well do it on load. Start an animation. Oh, so just fix that there. And we'll do a new one. Called dummy image ticker. And we're gonna move the collection list. Where is the collection list? We're on the collection list, move it. Minus 100%. I'm being an idiot. I did it wrong. It should be class, guys, sorry. Two birds with one stone here. Move it 100% to the left for 60. And then I should be able to reset it to 0% with no duration. Yeah, 2 birds with 1 stone. So let's just call this, we're going to be moving both with the same one because we're using the same class, collection list wrapper. So we'll just call it dummy ticker. See if that works out nicely. Dummy ticker, move it, 60 seconds, save. Let's just delete this one in the hopes that everything works out fine. Loop. Okay. Take that one out of the game. Should work. Actually, let's speed it up a bit so we can see it's moving properly when we publish. Make it 20. It's gonna be very fast. Is it fast? Yeah. And it's looping, publish. There's the fox going past. I think we are good. Everything seems to be working properly. Close this, go back. Oh, we should probably order all of these, right? So, sort. Should have done this before I duplicated them. But anyway, sort by order, smallest to largest. Same for this guy. Sort by order. Sort by order, smallest to largest. Smallest to largest. Sort by order. Smallest to largest. Finally, sort by order. Smallest to largest. And there you have it. 2 tickers. Built using collection lists. Open it up again. And they should be running just fine. There we go. And no sideways scrolling, we are good. And I mean, doesn't have to be full page, right? So you could easily wrap this, let's say, in container large. Ooh. And then you would just have little one over there doing its thing. Okay, I will make this clonable, share it, and that's about that, I think. I'll post it on the blog. Cool. Enjoy.